From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Cleveland Browns and the Kansas City Chiefs. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And Mahomes going to put it up right away. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now Mahomes. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. The Chiefs had a woeful 2-9 on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
So it looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
15. 43. 43.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And the Browns are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they prove their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. They begin this drive with Chubb. And some room to roam now. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Browns. Amari Cooper hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Yellow. Yellow.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
That's good for Kansas City Chiefs.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. There they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Mahomes now on 1st down. Dancing to his, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Mahomes now to throw. The tight end Kelce has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Mahomes going to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Browns drive about to get started. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group. And sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Watson off play action. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown. Amari Cooper. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 16-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. He's going to look deep for more. This is caught at the 20. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. One thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around.
And to be honest, this first half hasn't been anything they'd be really proud about. So they needed something like this to change their fortunes. Now they need to make sure they finish this one off, not just with points, but with a touchdown.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air according to Next Gen Stats. Wow. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 yards for number 11.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year and 4th overall. And the Chiefs have got it back to within a score. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Mahomes will throw for it. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. Sitting at first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
To try again after the sack. Watson. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. He'll take this inside the 40. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over.
Yellow. Hey, 43, 15. Hey, 57, color.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Second and 8 coming up. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Easy.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After the interception, here's Watson. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson with his third touchdown pass of this first half. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been downfield.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That pass complete to Moore. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey.
Hey, 43, 15. Yellow.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They give him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. On 1st down, it's Watson. Drops it off for Chubb.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw again on 2nd down, Watson. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On 2nd and goal, Watson. Touchdown, Browns. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Browns would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by York is up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
Let's get it. Let's go.
On first down, Mahomes being chased out left. He's going to look deep for more. They've got his man complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Chubb will get the call running left. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's going to look deep for more. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A big play there for KC. 67 yards. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
They go with Chubb on second down. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that's going to be caught from Browns. Touchdown. It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson, his 5th of the afternoon. And the Browns take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by York is up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the...
And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. The ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes. Crowder's got it over the middle. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
That's the gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, They're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down.
They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11.
At the 39-yard line.
Watson's throw there taken in by Smith. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Touchdown! David Njoku, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes it at the 7.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 62 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and handle it a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Mahomes now on 1st down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And now here is another interception. Marcus May with a pick. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Now Chubb running right. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
First down, Browns.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Watson off play action. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Well, Charles, you got a quarterback out of the pocket trying to make a play, and you get it, but instead he ends up throwing it to the other team.
And, partners, we know to be successful in this league, number one, you're going to have to be able to make plays in the perimeter or when the pocket breaks down. But number two, you've got to make smart decisions with the football. And that time, that simply was not a smart decision.
In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes steps away to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Chiefs will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. And the tight end goes in motion left. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Buying time to his left. And it's intercepted in the end zone. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they wrapped into it and stopped them well short of a 1st down.
And he is going to have the Chiefs 1st down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Mahomes to throw once more. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Throwing now, Watson steps away. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. This is Smith with a grab. And he's going to pick up the Browns' 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Fans usually love to see score.